Hello friends, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to be learning together how to build better in The Sims based on some real life images that I found. The theme for today is gardens because I always feel like I'm not very good at landscaping, and I initially had this idea because I wasn't very happy with the landscaping I did in a recent build. So I thought this would be nice, not only for me to learn, but for you to maybe learn and find some inspiration too. And I know that a lot of people have tutorials on how to landscape in The Sims, but I really just wanted to develop my own style. So I just want to kind of play around and figure it out by myself. This is going to be a very cozy, laid-back video, so grab a hot drink. I have some lukewarm coffee because my coffee warmer died, but with all that out of the way, let's begin. So I googled some simple garden images and found 5 that progressively get more difficult, and I'm just going to test out things and try my best to recreate the images and hopefully pick up some tricks along the way. So let's get started with the first garden. Now it's a very simplistic garden. It's just some planter boxes and some turf. So I think I want to start out with a kind of tall fence. Maybe this one looks good, and we'll just kind of go in this back corner here. Not really sure how long I want to make it. I think that's probably decent. So I'm just going to be making like a little facade here. I'm not going to like do the entire backyard. I'm just going to recreate what's already there. How do I want to do the garden boxes? I think maybe if I do like a half wall. Can I do oh, I can do a half wall. Okay, that one's a bit too tall. I think this one looks pretty good. Can we just... Okay, so we can do that. Okay, good. I like how that looks. Now, can I also raise this up, maybe? Okay, so that also raises the fence. What if I get rid of the fence, raise it up, and then put the fence back? So now let's see if we can put the fence back. No. Okay, what if we move that away, replace the fence, and then try to put it back? No, it still raises like that. That's a little bit weird. Okay, what if it's not raised? If that's okay, and then we can just delete the floor like that. That might not be too bad. Even though it's not raised like I wanted. Okay, and then it just has some kind of deserty kind of frond plants, so that's too big. Where is my move objects? 1 second. Weird. Okay, so this is going to be kind of small. Is there a brown version? I know there's that. That might be more accurate if we do that. I don't like how deep it is now. So it is a little bit weird looking with all the grasses that they have. Let's see. So we only just have a very limited amount of grasses too, so we won't be able to do anything too similar. And also, I really don't feel like going into debug right now, so I'm not going to. I think you can not really tell that those are floating, but it just makes them a little bit more visible, which is nice. Okay, I think we might need to expand this a little bit. Okay, so big grass over here, then a little kind of shrub, and then right in the middle of these two there is a different plant. kind of more bush-like. Maybe like that. I think I like the look of that. Should I make it smaller as well? Yeah, I think so. Raise that up by 2. I think I also want to change the colors. I can't really tell what color it is, but it looks more like this kind of either like dark purple or dark red. I think I'm gonna go with that one. That's pretty nice. Okay, and then we need some wood looking siding. I think, okay, that would go really well, I think. Yeah, that's perfect. On the inside too. Okay, and then I'm going to, do I want to use terrain paint or do I want to use just like dirt flooring? I think I'm gonna use just dirt flooring. Like that. Okay, that looks decent. And then to kind of finish off the backyard, they have, do we have any gravel? Or do I need to use terrain paint? I'm not seeing any, so I'm going to use terrain paint in the square. Let me just get the grid on. Okay, that one will work. Gravel and grit or river rock. I think it's more of like round kind of pebbles. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So let's just go all the way around. It kind of looks like it wraps around on the edge there. And then make this even smaller and we can do like that little sliver that's there bordering the grass. I don't really know how long I want to make the backyard, but that looks pretty good. There is that kind of wood slab bordering on the turf, kind of keeping in the rocks. So I think I want to do something similar just on that edge there. Maybe this brown. I mean, it's kind of more thin, but I don't know if we have a thicker one that looks like wood other than this one, but I think that's too high. Yeah, so I'm just going to use this small one. And then let's see some pavers. I don't know if we have big slabs. Oop. I think we might have to use terrain paint to get in that corner there, actually. Let's see what kind of pavers we have. Okay, that's just solid pavement. Actually, that's really nice terrain paint. I don't think I've ever used that before. Okay, but we want something that's more more slabby, if that makes sense. So we don't have anything exactly, but I think those could be nice. And it kind of parallels with the gravel that's around it. So let's use that one, I think. I think that's probably good enough. And then maybe just clean up this corner here. Where's the gravel? There it is. Okay, I like that. I don't know if I should do a different grass that's a bit more green. That one looks nice. It's not as textured as my replacement grass. And that's okay. It's not supposed to look natural anyway, it's a turf grass. There. Okay, and then just some little decorations left. Let's see. Okay, so there are some candles or something on the corner here. Those candles that kind of look like pots maybe, but I think I'm gonna go with candles right now. Let's see. Ooh, what if we do some of these? That might be really nice. Okay, so oh, that's maybe too big. Okay, just like that. Okay, that looks really nice. So we got those candles, and then there's like a little flower pot there. What if we use this one? No, that's way too big. That could work over on this side. There's that kind of pot there. Let's see, do we have a vase that is kind of, oh, like one of those? More on like a stand or like a pedestal kind of vase? I think for the little sculpture that's there, we don't really have anything like that, so I think I'm just going to raise up this gnome to go there. Oh, here we go. This could work. Yeah, okay. Oh, it looks like there's water. That's not shrinking down. Okay, never mind. Oh, actually, instead of the gnome, we could do this, bust. Yeah, okay. I like that. That's good. And maybe shrink it. Okay, that's perfect. I really like that. And then we're just looking for, oh, there's this? Even though it has a plant in it, that might be our best option. Or like that. Okay, what if we do something like that? Is that dumb? If we shrink them even more? I mean, that could work. It's a little bit weird. Or we could just use this one. Actually, well, we have that white one over there, but I feel like that could work too. I just can't believe that we don't have anything in the game that looks like that. That kind of like empty plant pedestal. Very odd. Oh, you know, that could work. Okay, that swatch kind of fits weirdly enough. So I think I'm gonna go with that, actually. I think that looks pretty good. We can just set that on the edge here. Nope, we're gonna have to move this over a little bit so it doesn't clip into the fence. There. Okay, let's clean up all of this. Very simplistic. Let's see if we can get the right angle too. It's a little bit closer. A little bit more zoomed in. There. I feel like that's pretty good. I think that might be a success. Oh wait, just 1 second. I feel like I need to raise this one up a little bit. It's kind of hiding. There. I think that looks pretty good. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. Okay. There's that one. Now let's move over here and do the second level. Now this one does have the side of a house, so I'm just going to very quickly kind of build one. I'm not going to go as far into the distance as this one shows. I'm just gonna do that little like roundabout one, so it looks like there's like a porch there. And it's on a pretty high foundation, pretty similar to that. And there is no fence, which is kind of scary. Okay, so I kind of made this little facade here, and the garden is around this area, and there's lots of dirt, so I'm just going to map it out. Oop, not that big. Actually, it looks like a lot of wood chips. I don't think we have any wood chips, but maybe this. Oh, no. Never mind. Definitely not that one. I think maybe we could just go with regular dirt. That one might work. It's not as dark as I would kind of want, but that's probably okay. So it really comes out like a circle there and then goes straight out. So I think I did this a little bit too big, because it rounds on this side but goes out. Oops, what is happening? It goes out straight on this side, like it doesn't have that circular curve, so it's a lot wider on this side, but that makes it look way too big. There. I think that looks decent. It actually looks a lot bigger in real life, because there's a whole tree in there. It can be something like that. Yeah. Okay. That looks better. Okay, so I think let's start by finding the perfect tree, because that'll kind of give us the right scale for the rest of like the bushes and stuff. Okay, that's way too big. I think, honestly, this tree has the right shape if we like size it down. Is that too small? No, I think that's actually kind of perfect. Yeah, because if we take the picture from like this angle down here, the tree comes out to about that height on the deck. Okay, and then let's find some kind of round bushes. Now it's interesting when I was looking for these images, how round a lot of the bushes and the plants are. Because I always thought that like, oh, you can't make The Sims 4 plants, gardens look natural because the plants are too round. But really, if you look at real life plants, they are kind of round like that. So that kind of gave me a lot of confidence in being able to make more realistic looking gardens. Okay, so I like the shape of those ones, but I want them to have a bit more flowers on them. I do see that there are some hydrangeas or something over in this kind of corner, so I might just kind of make like a large kind of bush of those. Oh, what about these ones? Okay, those are kind of perfect. And the flowers are even like that kind of purple as well. I just wonder if we could find one that has greener leaves. Although they do look very similar. No, okay. I feel like we should go with this one. That's too big. Just 3 like that. And then maybe we can put this guy over there. And then it does look like there is something fallen over, like a tall grass. So if we use this one, we might be able to make it look kind of similar. And then it also looks like there are some little like pansies or something, some deep purple ones. We don't have really any dark colored ones. What about these? Yeah, okay, those ones are kind of perfect. Just kind of around. I feel like that looks kind of ugly though. But it's what the picture shows. Maybe we should do like these ones instead. Would that look better? Maybe not. Maybe we should just leave them the way that they are. Or do like little clusters like that. I don't know. I feel like we don't have enough singular flowers. Like, they're all like so many and we don't just have like one. You know what I mean? If we had just like one stalk, kind of like how we have this singular sunflower and then the multiple sunflowers. Like, I wish we had more singular ones. I think it would be a lot easier to do kind of more like, I don't know, singular plants. Make them kind of less uniform. And then it looks like there are 2 kind of plants right here that are more leafy and kind of tall. So maybe something like this would be nice. I feel like that kind of works. And then there's just like some little decorative thing in the front. Oh, and we can put like the grass just to cover up that area. And then maybe I will do a tree, but I don't think I'll do anything underneath. What kind of tree is that? I don't know, something kind of big. That might work. It's about like here. Yeah. Okay, and then do we have like a short chain link fence? I don't know if we do. I think we might just have to use this. Kind of comes off at a side. Yeah, like that. Okay. That works. Actually, do we have a silver one? No. Oh, what about this? There, that works. Perfect. Okay. So we have that, and then I think I just want to add the little light that's here in the front. So about like that. I don't actually know if that's a light or not. It kind of looks like a light. So I think that's probably fine. And then a outdoor couch. And with that, I think that's done. Maybe like that. Does that look okay? I feel like I might put on some field of view. Actually, I think that looks really good too. Okay. I like that. On to level 3. So again, there is a little bit of a house in the background, but it looks pretty simple enough. Just some brick and a window. Okay, so I found a pretty similar window with the black shutters, and now I'm just going to paint on the terrain paint once again. So it kind of extends out past the wall. Kind of like that. That looks very weird. I'm sure it wraps around, but I don't think I need it to do that. I think for starters, let's get a kind of little cedar tree. I think that one looks pretty good. No, I think this one is nice. Do that, and then there are a lot of layers, so we'll probably need to size up some bushes. For the back, it's pretty round and large. It kind of comes up to about the window height, so that one might be kind of good. And then there's a big one in the middle that's very bright. And I'm not sure if we'll be able to get brighter than that. I don't really want to reuse this round one, but they do look kind of similar. I'm not sure what size I want them to be, because I feel like that's a bit too big, but the size smaller is a bit too small, maybe? Oops. So I think that's probably okay. Just kind of rotate them so they don't look so samey. Whoa, that's a really pretty bush. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I think I'm going to exchange that with this and kind of merge two together so it looks more round. Like that. Okay. I think that looks really, really similar. Okay, and then we just need some dark colored bushes. I'm not sure if we have anything like that. Oh, here we go. This might work if we size it down like that. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of long. That could work. Ooh, it's kind of ugly though. I'm just gonna move these back a little bit because we still need some space in front of them for those little plants. I think it could work though. I'm gonna make that a bit bigger like that. I think that's good. Okay, and then what if I kind of okay, I think I might be onto something. If I rotate them like this, I mean, totally impractical for regular gameplay. There. That works, right? Okay. And then I feel like I need another one kind of just to round it out like that. I think size down. There. Now it's kind of like the right distance. And then I'm just going to fill out that curve here. There is just a bit more room in the real picture. Okay, and then there's just a small little bush with, it looks like yellow flowers. Might be something like that. Okay, and I think that this tree is actually a lot more forward. Hey, there we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then we just have a bunch of little random kind of decorative flower things. I think we can probably use this one right there. And then do we have any kind of that really variegated leafy plant? I don't know if we do. Okay. I think I just want to put some pavement along here like there is in the image. And then I think that's this build done. I think that turned out pretty good. I don't know if I would ever do this kind of style in my Sims builds, but I feel like I used a lot of items that I've never used before, and I mean, I don't think it looks terrible. Okay, so we are now on to the 5th image. Once again, there is just a little bit of a house. I think I'm actually going to do it on the side here. So it has this really curvy kind of planter area that I'm going to need to probably do with rocks, because I haven't done any rock work yet, and I know that it's very popular to line gardens with rocks in The Sims and in real life. Can we get better lighting? No. Okay. Then I guess I will just leave it like this. Okay, so it looks like it goes out at the end, kind of curves around like that. That looks really scary. Okay. Okay, you just need to kind of round that out. I don't think that one goes out as far. Okay, so maybe more like that. And then this is probably a little bit round. I think that's okay. Maybe a little bit pointier here. It's a very interesting shape. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And now we just need to fill it in with a bunch of flowers. I think I might do the rocks last. Although maybe I should just get them over with now because it's gonna take a while. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good, actually. I know that like the inside is weird, and most people, if you are actually doing this for real, you would probably use a variation of different rocks to make it look not so samey. But in the picture, they're all just the same cut bricks, so I kind of wanted that uniformity. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to put down is that bird bath that I see at the back. Where is it? There, and it's kind of like a dark color. I don't know if it's quite black. It's probably more like a bronze. but that's okay. Oh, that's perfect. I actually think in the image there are 2 birds on the side of the bird bath. Okay, very happy with that. And now just to fill it up with plants. I see a lot of kind of shrubs near the middle and back. They're not very big though. Only looks like they go up to about maybe there on the fence. And I'm just going to kind of pile these in to make it more of a bigger looking bush like that. Okay, so it's pretty full. There are some spaces that I would probably want to fill up, but there is a lot of dirt showing in the photo as well, so I'm not really sure if I want to just try to recreate the photo as best as I can, or if I should fill it in and try to make it look better in The Sims. I'm not quite sure. I really struggled trying to find the flowers that go here because they're kind of like that singular flower, but we don't really have ones that are that small. So I really struggled on which ones I wanted to choose. Initially, I had this one sized really far down, but it didn't have that pop of whiteness that the image shows. So I just had to make do. These ones, maybe these ones would work. I'm just going to try that quickly. Okay. Actually, I think that looks pretty good, so I might replace these ones as well since they are the same kind of flowers. There. I actually think this looks pretty good. Let's just take a look. It is still sparse in some areas, but I kind of shifted things around, and I think having some dirt showing is okay if it's supposed to look more realistic. I really like all the colors and different textures. I think I would definitely try this kind of very pinky color scheme in some of my builds. I love the different heights and variations of the plants. Let me just try to get the correct angle. Oh, maybe it will help if I put a tree over here. Yeah, okay. It's kind of pointed down. There. I would say this one took a lot longer, but I'm really actually happy with how it turned out. It's still, you know, not perfect, but it definitely has a look to it that is very realistic for like a regular garden. It's definitely very fun, very bright and colorful. And I really like the look of the rocks as a border. I know I definitely could have done a better job of making the border look better if I was actually like building a house onto the final image. So this one is a lot of green plants. I think the back is just like fully pine tree, so I guess I'll try to do that before I start working on the garden. Okay, that looks good. If I sort by blue, will anything show up? No. Okay. That's sad. Let me do the outline first, as I have been doing, because that's pretty helpful for getting scale. And once again, it does have a rock border. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I used, I sized down the rocks smaller than these ones. I think this side probably would have looked a little bit better if I had sized down the rocks. But I think that is pretty good to start. I don't know if we really have any pine trees that are that kind of shape. Maybe these ones? Because they all kind of taper at the top, whereas the ones in the photo kind of splay out. I think these ones are probably the best option that we have. So I'll just put down 3 like that, and then it looks like there are some leafy trees in the front. I don't like that one. This one is good. Actually, it's kind of perfect. Okay, just like that. And then a bunch of large bushes. Okay, I think this one is done. I thought that this one would be the hardest to do, but it turned out to actually be one of the easiest for some reason. I think because it's mostly just green. But yeah, I actually, if the spruce trees at the back were like the blue spruce, as opposed to these ones here that are too dark and kind of blend into the background, I think this would probably be like one of the better looking ones. And I actually really love it. It has that very wild, overgrown look, but still a bit manicured with like these ones that are really pretty. I don't think I've ever used these plants. They come from the Cats and Dogs, but they just have so many pretty colors and they are so versatile. And I also love this from Island Living. And sizing up this bush specifically, which one is it? It's right here. I don't think I ever used this one, but it has, I think, one of the better meshes for bushes. And I really love the colors that it comes with. I love using these grass pieces sized up. I think they actually look really nice sized up to look kind of like a bush, like that. I mean, that's just so pretty. And this from, what is that, Jungle Adventure, I believe? Yeah. This is kind of interesting because I see this and I think like, oh, this is only tropical, but when it's in this kind of mixture, it looks like it fits really well. There's no other colors. Okay, just one color. And I don't think I've ever used this tree before. Like, it has little fruits on it. Breadfruit tree. Yeah. I also really like sizing down the trees to fit in the gardens. Let me just put this back quickly. I like the idea of sizing down the trees to put in the garden. I don't know why, but I've never thought of doing that before, but I think it looks really nice. As well as this like pea bush from the werewolf pack. I've never seen it before, but it looks so good. Like, if this had a blue swatch, more like the trees, I would use them. Even though they're not tapered at the front, but just like the texture of the tree, more as like a juniper than a leafy one like some of the others. Wow, that is really ugly. But yeah, it's so unique. And I'm not sure how it would function in game, but sizing it down to use as like a bush looks really pretty. So here are our gardens. Level 1. I still think this is pretty nice. If you want more of like a manicured backyard kind of area, I think this looks really good. I love the gravel surrounding the box, and I think that this siding is perfect for planter boxes. And then here we have level 2. Looking at it, even though it does look pretty similar, I think it's probably one of the uglier ones just because there is so much dead space. This one, now that I'm looking at it, is actually kind of cute. I don't know if I would have chose specifically these plants if I was using it on my own, but I love the layering of like the tall bushes at the back, the small ones at the front. These red bushes are really impractical, but I wish that we had like some red colored bushes like that, because it goes so well with this brick color. It just brings in that warmth and that different kind of variation in color and texture that I think the game is really lacking. And then all the way over here, very like butterfly garden. Like, I could see a little grandma having this in like her front yard and her backyard. Like, it's super bright and colorful. I think this one was honestly probably the hardest, even though I had it as the 4th place. But it is nice. I think what I would probably do is not have it so big. If it was just like circular around here, or even kind of more flush to the house, I think it would eliminate all the gaps and make it look more full. And then this one, I don't know how often I would have a backyard big enough to have to size up all these plants, but I really love how it all goes together. I think it's really pretty, and I think it actually looks really similar to the image. So yeah, those are the 5 gardens. I think I did learn a lot in how to incorporate different colors and different textures of the plants, and using a lot of items that I've never used before, like the cats and dogs, the hosta plant. I think I'll definitely be using this one a lot more often in my builds. But that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some inspiration from this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!